Hey, what's happening, everyone? Back today for another stream, and sorry about the long intro there. Got a little bit carried away before I got started. Had like 1,000,001 things to do today before getting started on this stream, but I'm finally here. I'm pretty excited to be back streaming football today. Last time on the stream, we won our second national championship at Marshall in just 3 years, I believe. And typically what I like to do in this game, I generally want to build up a team, win at least one championship with it, get it to a better profile so it can kind of be autonomous, you know, good enough to be winning championships on its own without me. Then I'll slip out of town, go to the next gig, try to find a interesting challenge to rebuild. I generally like to go for group of 5 teams, make them, I don't know, more relevant on a national stage. I always find that more interesting, and seeing how long I can get them to last. If we just look at the top 25 here from the past season, I had just beaten Alabama in the national championship after turning down their coaching job the previous offseason. It's kind of interesting to see a team like Miami University up here. I did not coach them. I did coach the Clemson Tigers previously. They were at, I think, a 4-star prestige, and I got them to max prestige. I got them winning championships and stuff. We did actually beat them. We're 2-0 against them, and so they're a pretty decent team otherwise. If we had just not played them, they probably could have ended up in the championship again. Anyway, this is all to say that I think I'm gonna probably leave Marshall here today on this stream and pick a new job. Not exactly sure what it's gonna be yet. We're gonna consider all options pretty carefully. I'm gonna sim to the end of the season now. So this will take us to the coaching carousel stage, and what I'll do is I'll save right, I guess at the beginning, and we'll just kind of go down the line. I'll sort of think out loud a little bit about which option I like the most, which, I don't know, is the most interesting or maybe the most challenging, or a combination of the two. I don't know. I usually, like I said, I usually try to do group of 5 jobs, but maybe if there's an interesting Power 5 job that is really destitute and in a challenging conference, that might be, I don't know, that might be an interesting challenge for us. Now that we just coached up a random Conference USA team to championship glory. So, we're going to explore other options here. Oh, and I should definitely save the game right here. So, Army is the first up. Kind of interesting how few interesting, I don't know, like top of the line jobs there are up here. They start with Army. Probably not going to take that one. So Army and Miami are somehow more relevant than Georgia. Pretty interesting stuff. We are not even considered for the Miami job. I'm probably not going to coach at Georgia. Miami is a little too good. Illinois is still too good, and they're not interested in me anyways. I did just go 3-8, but again, this is too easy. Way too easy. Next. Probably gonna have to skip my way all the way out of the Power 5 tier. Even a program like Maryland, it's 2 stars. They went 3-9, but I mean, just look at the roster numbers. It's too easy. I mean, you would get a team once you get some recruits in there. You would get a team like that. I mean, winning games pretty easily. So I'm not really interested in Maryland either. Once again, Southern Miss, no. Rice, no. They're even better on the roster, yet somehow terrible and destitute. NIU is starting to dip into the 70s now, but they're still at a pretty good prestige. Got South Alabama, UConn. These are still too good. I mean, look at the offense. They just went 10-3. This is a pretty good job. I don't know why this is 2-star. No thanks. 3-9 UConn. No. Wow, we're really not getting too many great job offers here. And of course, USF is the bottom. So this is a pretty bad list, I gotta say, all around. I mean, we didn't really get much interesting last year, but this seems to be even less compelling to me than any other job cycle I can think of that I've seen in this game. Let's think about this again. We've got Army. No. I have to skip past some of this stuff again. I just am not compelled by that, and they're not interested. None of these really. I don't care. Maybe something like Maryland is just gonna be what I have to take. Pretty slim pickings here. They're at least low 80s, but God, it's still just too easy. It's way too easy. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know what to do about this. I guess Duke would be good. I mean, they're 1-star. It's in the ACC, so I'd have some tough competition. But the roster is just too good. It's too easy. I don't know. I mean, it's I guess gonna have to do. I mean, I'm not gonna probably take another year with Marshall. I could. We're on a pretty hot streak of wins, but I don't know. I'm really looking for a new challenge, and I guess we haven't taken a completely destitute Power 5 program just yet. Their coach was hired away instead of fired. They're really not. The 1-star is very misleading considering the roster and the record, but let's take a look at this one. So Duke Blue Devils. They look basically like Marshall when I got there, maybe a little better. They have a couple years where they won some bowl games. In a Power 5 conference, you know, being the below average team means you're gonna be stuck with a lot of years looking like this. And they just seem to be kind of all over the place. 8-5 has basically been their ceiling. I don't know. Unless there's any protest, I think we're gonna become the head coach of the Duke Blue Devils. Not a big Duke fan, but I don't know. It's the most interesting Power 5 job I see on this list, and I don't know. Nothing else is really jumping out at me, so we're gonna give it our best here at Duke. See if maybe we could even get to a championship in 2 seasons. The roster is good enough that if we execute and play up to the level of some of the best teams in the ACC like Clemson and Miami, we could actually contend pretty early on. I'm not too really concerned about it. That's an 88 overall offense. The prestige looks bad, but I don't know. I'm gonna stop meandering around. We're gonna take the job. I am an impartial, you know, when I'm trying to take jobs in this game, I'm not letting my personal fandom or biases get in the way of things too much. Like I said, I really don't like Duke very much, but it's really more in the basketball region than the football. I don't really bear too much ill will towards Duke Blue Devil football, so I feel okay about taking this. Plus, I like blue. I think blue is a cool uniform color, and I definitely think it'll be a good change. So here we go. 6-7 Duke Blue Devils. Let's check out what we can do with this team. Gonna take it. Probably can take it all the way to the preseason. I usually try to just get in there day one and start my own thing with recruiting, etc. I'm not too interested in the off-season recruiting when I'm just getting to the job. Maybe I should be, but I'll just let the CPU sort it out. So this will be pretty interesting. I'm looking forward to it. The ACC is not one of my favorite conferences, but it is a Power 5 league. I did just coach at Clemson prior to this and Marshall. So maybe there's a little bit of drama there if we can actually be good. And who knows? Sky's the limit, I guess. And since this wasn't the most like dazzling job for me to take, I think I may start looking out at the carousel every year to see if I can find the perfect like low level and low roster, you know, makeup. I don't know, because it didn't seem like there was one of those. I remember before I took the Marshall job, there was San Jose State, which was just had a bad record, bad prestige, and the roster was like, I think in the 70s at best. So that's like my ideal challenge in this kind of thing. So that's why I say that this job here is probably a little too easy for me, but we're just gonna see what happens. If we can win a championship, hell, even just win the ACC in 1 year, I could easily bolt for the next thing, feeling pretty good about it. Let's get my upgrades going here. Coordinators are not very good here, but that's alright. Doesn't affect things too badly. Alright. Since my coach is maxed out in recruiting skill, we might be able to pull in some pretty high skilled players here in just year 1 at Duke. Certainly though, we want to tackle the position needs first. Might as well target some of the top ones, see if we can peel off even just one of those guys. And take a couple safety picks at the bottom. Once again, try to get the top few, and then take one safety pick. Wow. That's the only one who's even got us in the top 10 right now. We'll go with this guy here. And then we just need a center. Alright, that guy's good enough as well. Now I'll probably want to target all positions and check out interest. No 4 stars, but that's okay. We still need some people to fill out the class at the bottom, so no worries. Just get a few different positions here. A lot of outside linebackers here in this range. Still more. Alright, well, we've done 28 of 35. Can fill out maybe the last however many, 7 with some flyer picks. If I can get even just one of those guys, it would be a huge success. And that's going to be it for our recruiting class. Check out the QB depth chart here. Don't really have any speed guys, so we're going to be pretty limited when it comes to that this year. And that's unfortunate. We may actually need to retool the recruiting board here, now that I think about it. Need to make some room to possibly get a scrambler QB. Here, hold on. Let's do this a different way. I don't really like that other menu. It gets kind of confusing. Just gonna open up a couple spots here at the bottom, and so we can take some scrambler QBs potentially as well. So we definitely need one of those. Get a tight end. We'll hold on to the tight end, hold on to the center. Maybe don't need this one. Maybe don't need that. And I'll go down. Drop off this guy here. Can we free up just one more spot? Yeah, let's get rid, well, yeah, it's alright. We don't need middle linebackers this year, so what we will need next year is a good mobile quarterback. The upcoming season is going to be a bit of a struggle, most likely. We're going to have to focus on, I don't know, plays that don't involve the running quarterback. Once again, if we can get just one of these guys, that would be huge success for us. We really need it. 2 would be even sweeter. But to get there, we're probably going to need to have a pretty successful season coming up. And since we're first year on the job and not exactly at, you know, full strength, probably gonna need to schedule some cupcakes. Gonna try to get at least one ranked team on the schedule. Could play Marshall. They're 21st. Did just leave the job. They've already fallen to 21st, even though we just won a championship. No respect. So, that's a little unfortunate. Maybe I could have stayed there longer, but it's not a big deal. We're on to the next thing. I thought we were pretty successful there. Texas could be fun. We did just add Marshall, so we'll keep that to the only ranked team, I suppose. Who out of conference would be good to add? Do some close by Carolina schools, maybe. That's South Carolina, but still. I guess we could play South Carolina as well. They're Power 5. Kind of a wonky looking schedule, and we do have several ranked teams upcoming in conference. So this is not going to be a walk in the park in year 1. No big deal. I think the goal here in this 2028 season is just to be bowl eligible. Let's get more than 6 wins. Let's get at least 7 wins. That should be the floor. So now that we're actually starting to get into some game time here, get a chance to talk about the new playbook. In all the years that I've played this game, I never really sat down and checked out the custom playbook maker, and did that for a little bit last night and did some retooling of things, and I found a pretty decent playbook, a set of plays that I like. I have 2 different versions. It's basically just an iteration of the Mizzou playbook, but with all the different plays that I like, and taking out a lot of the redundant things and the things that I don't use. So one of them is really complex, like I said. It's got a lot of different stuff. It's got like wishbone stuff, flexbone, a lot of different formations. Added some wildcat stuff as well. But I decided to make a second playbook with only about 125 plays in it, which is 1/3 of the maximum, I believe. About 1/3 of the max you can get. Already grabbed in 2 recruits. We haven't even played a game yet. Fantastic. But anyways, this 125 play playbook that I made is much simpler. It's just basically got the stuff that I like to use and enough variations of different plays to give me just enough to, to do several different things if I need to. I did put in 3 different wildcat formations as well. Might try working that in. Just spice things up, especially because we're not really going to have much of a quarterback run threat this year. But we're going to get a chance to test that out opening game this year against the South Carolina Gamecocks. Our defenses are rated about the same, and our offense has a significant advantage. Should be pretty cool. I haven't had a chance to look at these uniforms too much yet. It looks like Duke has a pretty good selection going on here. Kind of enjoy maybe something like this. Do we have any alternate whites? That's the only white we got. Alright, no worries. I think that looks pretty good. We might go all whites for the next away game, but let's just try this. I didn't tweak South Carolina's uniforms either. I usually like to do that. They look pretty good, though. I don't know if there's much else I can change here. Ooh, that's ugly as hell. Battle gray? Oh my god. Whoa. Let's not use that one. Alright, I think this looks pretty good. Let's just take a quick look. Got black variant. This is the older one. Alright, well, we're just gonna do that. Not delay this any further. And we're gonna run the spread simple playbook to open the year. Got spread 1 and spread simple 1. Those are the 2 different custom playbooks that I made. Added some different stuff, practiced some different plays, retooled some things. It's going to be pretty similar offense to what you're used to on the channel, but we've, I don't know, streamlined things and enhanced it a little bit. The beauty of the custom playbook system is you can just drop out any plays you decide you don't want and use up the slots with something else that works a little better, maybe. So we win the coin toss, see what Carolina can do on offense to open this game. And that is nothing. So now we take over. I do really like how those uniforms look. Big fan of that. Get 7 to open the game. I'm gonna get to know Chris Holt here. Looks like he's gonna be our lead back. Try a screen on 2nd and 3 here. Star quarterback Adkins. Well, when we got good quarterbacks, we got good running backs. That's something I can work with for sure. Holt takes it 12 yards on the screen. Things looking pretty good here so far. Had a feeling this was probably going to be pretty easy. I mean, maybe a little too early to talk, but so far in year 1, the offense looks fairly decent. Definitely Power 5 level. Barry on the slant. Gets past the defender. Can't quite shake the last one, but still gets 42. Excellent play there. positioned himself just right to make that catch, make the defense pay. 1st and 10. No middle linebacker hanging out down there, so everybody's coming in on the edge instead this time. Get 3 yards. Let's let's mess with South Carolina and try a counter wildcat play here. If we lose some yards here, it shouldn't be a huge deal. But I thought we'd get a little more than 1, but that's alright. Better than losing some yards. 3rd and 6. Just like to work that in a little bit here and there. Throw them off, keep them on their toes. Try a deep curl here. And the back cannot come down with the catch. I'm already missing Tucker Mays from Marshall. 4th and 6 from the 15. Think we're going to take a field goal here. And since I don't trust the sim, we're going to try kicking our own field goal. I usually just go for the sim, but kick goes through the uprights. I don't know what this game is going to look like yet, so might as well be safe, take the points. Carolina punts the ball right back to us. So they're crowding the line here. We're going to audible to a slant play. Another beautiful thing about custom playbooks is setting up your own audibles. My goodness, this is something I really should have been doing all along. I feel like I've finally seen the light. Line up a helmet on a helmet. Offensive line looking pretty good. Holt gets 15. Try working a play action pass maybe. Uh-oh. That was a busted play from the start. I threw to the wrong option, and we turned the ball over. Unfortunately, when it comes to some of these plays that I haven't practiced enough, it can end up in these kind of crazy situations where you don't exactly know what to do. And I certainly hadn't practiced that play quite enough. Turn the ball over right to South Carolina. They get a short field. And they get a touchdown. No worries. Only trailing by 4 here. Now what we can do maybe is try to drive the field, take the lead before halftime. Should get the ball back to start second half. Just don't need to panic. Instead of blitzing, they kind of back off a little bit, give us a little bit of room. Holt gets 10, but it's not quite enough to get a first down. So it's more like 9.5. Second and short, like I say, I usually like to try a long pass here. We don't need to be super urgent on this drive. Got some time to kill, but let's test the defense anyway. Wide open hole in the middle for Perry. He fumbles the ball though. Man, that's killer. It's a great catch, great placement, but defender makes a huge play to knock the ball out. And we turn it over again. Make it 14. Somehow, though, we get a kick return for a touchdown, 98 yards. Thank you, simulation. Appreciate that. Carolina has a minute 54 in the half. Let's see what they can do. And they punt the ball right back to us. So, we're virtually in the same situation as before. Just need to drive the field in about 2 minutes and take the lead before halftime. Getting push up front pretty well, but we're going to have to burn a timeout because we can't quite get the first down there. Let's go back to the verts play. Hope we don't get any freak fumbles or interceptions on this drive. Atkins peels out. Unfortunately, he's just a little too slow to make the quarterback run game effective. Loses a couple there on second down. And clock's ticking. Only one timeout to go. Try to get this play off quickly. They're sending the house. But one of the linemen backs up and is there to make the tackle, stop the play. 4th and 4. Looks like we have to punt here, unfortunately. Oh. Didn't realize we were back on offense. 2nd and 10. Just 30 seconds to go. Reeg223, I just saw your chat. Do you play online Dynasty? I do not currently, no. I'm just doing single player. Maybe someday if I can get a setup that will let me do online, I'd certainly be interested in that. Atkins. He breaks a tackle, gets the pass off, but the receiver is not there ready for it. 3rd and 10, only 23 seconds to go. Thanks for coming by the stream, Reeg223. I appreciate that. If you still like what I'm doing around here, consider giving me a follow. I do this Football Friday every Friday. I may not do it next week for Christmas. I'm not really sure what that's gonna look like yet. 12 seconds, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6. Unfortunate to not have any timeouts here. Ross makes the catch anyway, though, but he stops short, runs out of time. Almost could have gotten a score there, unfortunately, but take it to halftime, still trailing Carolina by 4 points. Luckily, we are going to get the ball to start the second half. So let's get back to business here. Play ball control. Don't turn the ball over. No silly mistakes. Getting push up front, but a couple guys come cruising past the line. No gain. So we're going to try a screen pass here on 2nd and 10. It looks like a blitz could be incoming as well. They send the house. Line up a couple blocks, but can't break a tackle. Still get the first down. Really enjoy the ability to bail out the offense sometimes with that screen pass. When you use it just right, it can be very effective. Gonna audible to a slant here. And oh, I tried to sneak it through the defender, but Leslie makes a very athletic play to intercept that ball in the middle of the field. Carolina gets the ball back. Pretty bad mistake there, but what are you gonna do? Carolina does not get any points though, so we can breathe a sigh of relief here. And we get pretty decent field position to start this drive. So let's get back to it. Blitz. Can't get anywhere with it. Lose a yard on first down. Probably can't do a screen here. Well, let's see. I guess we could do an inside cross, maybe. How effectively is this going to work? Taylor makes the catch, gets 9 on the play, sets us up at a 3rd and manageable. So 3rd and 2. Blitz incoming, audible to a slant. Everybody's shifting around. They send the house. And the defender makes really good play in coverage there to knock the ball away. 4th and 2. What do we do? Do we go back to run play again? It's a risk here, but Carolina's offense has been fairly suspect so far in this game. Gonna have to audible to a slant again because I see a blitz. This time the receiver's wide open, makes the catch, keeps us moving the chains. Fantastic. Can we go back to the ground here, or are they gonna send some more blitzes? Everybody's kind of circling around, but no one went for the backfield. Get a few there on 1st down. Definitely take that over a loss of yards for sure. Crowding the line once again. Not quite a blitz though. This time they're ready for the screen, but we still get pretty decent pickup there. 3rd and manageable. This might be the point where I want to try to test the defense downfield a bit. Oh man, should have been picked off once again. 4th and 1. Very, very lucky to come away with that without a turnover. Pretty sloppy game here in our season opener here of this first year of the Duke rebuild dynasty. Adkins gets across the line, gets 5 on the sneak play. Still moving the chains. Had to take some risks here, but we're still on offense. Taking time away here in the 3rd quarter. Carolina is at least guaranteed one more drive in this game, so we just got to do our best to score and then score again. Wide open on the crossing route, just enough. 6 seconds to go. Hurry up. Well, audible to one of my favorite plays. Unfortunately, it's a little bit stymied in this current year, but we do get the touchdown there right before the 4th quarter. Go up, hopefully 17-14. All we got to do is just get another drive on offense and score a touchdown, no matter what happens here. Carolina does not get any points. The goal is still the same, but we can certainly work on killing the clock as a secondary goal here. And if all goes as planned, we will be able to open our first year of this Duke rebuild dynasty on the road, beating an SEC team. Pretty exciting stuff. Crowding the line here. We're going to audible once again. See what they do. Sending the house. Adkins just barely gets the pass off to avoid a sack. Couldn't get enough time for the play to develop there. They're starting to punish us on the trenches here in this fourth quarter. 2nd and 10. Another possible blitz. Defender does not turn around. Could have maybe done that to get a pick there, but Ross comes down with the catch. Now we can let time tick a little bit more. Carolina may have to start burning some timeouts here. Holt zigs and zags for 10. Not quite enough for the first down, though. Once again, about 9.5 yards. I would consider maybe a downfield pass here, but we're late into this game. Don't want to turn the ball over in any circumstance, so we're going to run. Get another first down. Carolina still holding on to those timeouts for dear life. Blitz incoming. So we do turn the ball over, sadly. And that was probably not the right decision. Couldn't have come at a worse time in this game. Now we're really in a rough spot. Carolina takes the lead. Oh man, I really bungled that one. 43 seconds to go. Now we've got to just go balls to the wall here. Ross comes down with a catch, moves the chains. Gotta hurry up, run the same play. Got all our timeouts here. I mean, it was a pretty good game up until that point for us. I mean, a little bit sloppy. Perry comes up with an incredible catch, though, behind the defense. Keeps going. Oh, my God. 70 yards. Whoa. What an incredible play. And came at just the right time. 28 seconds to go. We're about to take a field goal lead. Carolina only has 17 seconds left. My God. What a monster play that was. Yes. And we win the first game in this Duke rebuild dynasty. Can't forget the incredible kick return for a touchdown, but that may have actually been the play of the game. The decider. We made some pretty bad mistakes, but we come up with a huge play in just the right moment. Wow. Couldn't draw it up any better than that. So we moved to 1-0 on the season thanks to some incredible late game luck. That was quite the finish. And we move on. Can't exactly remember who we're going to play next, so we're going to take a look at that here. And I myself, I think, need to take a quick break. We're almost to the hour mark of this stream here. So sim ahead, looks like we're going to play ECU. Hope everybody is having an excellent Friday. I'm so glad to be back playing this game, starting a new rebuild. It's all very exciting. And it feels good to win this first game here on the stream today. Definitely was starting to look in doubt after I threw that pick and they took a 4-point lead on us. But wow, just that play at the end really was something else. So anyways, here, once we get to ECU, I'm going to save the game. And I'm going to take about a 5-minute break. I will be right back. We're going to get into some more of this. So stick around. See you in just a little bit. Hey, what's up? I think I'm back now. Sorry about the long break there. I had to get up and walk my dog really quick, but I'm back. Thank you so much for the follow, Corey D14. Is that Jera's brother? Thanks, dude. Appreciate it. Thanks for coming by. Just starting this new rebuild. We just beat South Carolina on the road. I might even just sim this game against ECU here. Let's see. Typically, I'll sim a game. If the sim ends up making me lose, I'll play it for real. But we win 69-17. Nice. Nice. My goodness, that is a lot of points. And I also completely forgot earlier in the stream, but I wanted to say thanks to I'm Mr. Bear in the chat. He made that song. He gave me the song for the breaks that I use now. Really a big fan of that, dude. Thank you. Yeah, currently using Xbox One controller, as you can see. Alright, so we are going to play this game against Marshall. This was the job that I was just at before I took this one, actually. Somehow they're already unranked, but we won 2 national championships at that school, so thought it might be a nice test to see if we can take them on here in year 1 at Duke. And we'll give them green pants. Yeah. Cool. Oh, right. Using a custom playbook. I'm used to going to the default one that I like, but we're using Spread Simple 1. Just started, I just made that custom playbook yesterday, so I'm just starting to get used to using it. 2-0 at home. Should win this game, but Marshall's a pretty talented team. I recruited several 4 and 5 stars to that school, so this is not going to be a pushover opponent by any stretch. So they win the coin toss, unfortunately. That gives us a chance to open this game with a touchdown, though, so let's do that. Gonna drive the field here. Any input lag? No input lag at all, compared to the real thing. And there may be some tearing, but you can set VSync. Turn on VSync. That will fix that. I currently have the video settings at minimum, like as low as I can go, at least at HD resolution, just because I'm streaming. That's pretty CPU heavy on its own, and I don't have the greatest CPU in the world. I'm actually looking to upgrade it here pretty soon, maybe in January. So I'm just doing what I can for now. I want the game to run at pretty good frame rate, so it generally does pretty good. Sometimes I will have random crashes. We luckily haven't had one yet today, but there has been some instances where the game will crash, like in the 3rd quarter of a game or something, or even early on. Your CPU is garbage. Well, I mean, it's all relative. If you look on the website, they recommend you use a if you're using AMD, you want a 6 or an 8 core Ryzen. I think they recommend like a 3600 Ryzen. I'm not as familiar with the Intel side of things, but again, 6 or 8 core, 8 core ideally is your go-to for getting like ideal performance. Third and 2. Still pretty early in this game, so maybe we can try to test some downfield. Instead, we're gonna peel off to the left. Adkins is not the fastest runner, but he can get you first downs when the defense is completely spread out like that. Back to 1st and 10. Hey, I have no bias, you know, against Intel or anything like that. I'm sure they make good hardware. I'm just more familiar with AMD stuff. At least when it comes to gaming PCs. I believe my laptop actually has an i5 in it, but it's a pretty older gen i5, so it's not like anything amazing. Just have heard their multi-processing isn't up to par with Ryzen. Yeah, that's probably true. Yeah, the multi-threaded support. Yeah, and yeah, when you get the 8 cores with the Ryzen. It's like a 5500X or something, maybe. Yeah, that's gonna be real good. I've heard people talking about the Threadripper too. That's like the most expensive one, I think. I'm certainly not gonna get that anytime soon, but would be nice. Would be nice. And generally speaking, emulation is very CPU heavy, whereas like your normal PC game will do graphics processing with the GPU. Be pretty GPU heavy. Oh, we're getting a little bit of slowdown here, if I'm not mistaken. Is this some slowdown I'm seeing? I may have to reset the game here. Usually get really good performance here, but it looks like it's starting to slow quite a bit. So, alright, give me a second, guys. I'm gonna take just like a couple minutes. We're gonna reset the game and try this again. Sorry about this. Hey everybody, sorry about that. Running kind of a non-conventional setup here, so I can suffer from performance issues sometimes, and I don't know, it looks like we were running into a little bit of that there. It's usually pretty good, but I don't know, for whatever reason it was not cooperating. So, maybe not to retread on it. Let's see if we simulate it. We do win the game if we sim, so we'll just go ahead and go to the next thing. We weren't too far into that game, but I don't know. It looks like Marshall's a pretty depleted team, so it may not even have been that interesting to begin with. Gonna move on, try something different. Hopefully it'll cooperate this time. Worst case scenario, if we're still getting performance issues, I may need to take the stream down for, I don't know, 10-20 minutes, and I'll bring it right back and do some more of this, but hopefully it should just be good to go. We'll have to see. Skip the bye week. Play VTech. They're a pretty challenging team. I actually lost to Virginia Tech last season when I was the head coach of Marshall. They were our only loss on the year, and we ended up going to the championship and winning. But they tripped us up, took us to overtime. So I don't know, this could be a pretty tough one coming up. Should try to do Ole Miss Dynasty at some point? Sure. I'll certainly look out for that. Thanks for the input. I did not see them on the list of jobs. And like I said earlier in the stream, I'm not super attached to Duke, so if I see a better job, I might jump for it. I'll keep an eye out. Uh-oh, and did the music stop? Nope, my headset just muted. Okay. Got ranked team coming into town. 3-0 versus 3-0. Our offense is better though, so maybe we can work a little magic here. They had Hugh Freeze in this era and he was doing some good things. Yeah, it's true. But then he had to get a little too horny or a little too grabby, touchy. Thank you for following AT0988. Really appreciate that. Thanks for helping grow the stream, everybody. As I always say, I do these streams every Friday around this time in the evening. Football Friday. I may not next Friday because of Christmas. I'm not exactly sure what that's gonna look like yet. So you may get a surprise stream from me on Christmas. I'm not really sure. We'll just have to see. Just a squirrel trying to get in the... Yeah. I guess so. Alright, so VTech opens the game on offense. And we get a nice interception. Let's see if we can capitalize on it. Starting on their 46, so it's not the shortest field in the world, but it is pretty darn good field position. So let's make the most of this. Getting some push up front, but it leaves the left side basically unblocked there. Still lucky to get a few yards on first down. Second and 7. I rely on screens quite a bit, so why don't we drop one of those in here? This playbook I'm running is pretty simple. It's only got about 125 plays in it, which is a third of the max limit you can use in a playbook. I rooted out a lot of the redundant plays, the duplicate plays, and tried to go with just the stuff that I know works for sure. And 3rd and 5. This might be a risky play here. And yep, come cruising into the backfield, no gain. 4th and 5. Didn't really get too far on it, but could try to go for it here. I generally like to go for it on 4th down when it's a manageable situation like this. They send the house. Bauer gets just enough. My goodness. Razor thin margin there, but we get the first down. Pays off. This is like Duke's current playbook under Phil Longo. Hey, that's cool. Yeah, I mean, simple is definitely good in some cases. I am a pretty simple-minded person in general, so I'll keep it simple in the playbook too. And I don't know, I like to go with the plays that work. I really like running straight ahead and mixing it up on second down. I really should try to go for maybe a long pass on first down sometimes, but still just kind of getting the hang of this playbook. We're gonna try a crossing route here on 2nd and 6. Yeah, absolutely. And I'm playing on Heisman difficulty on here, so I mean these are no like cupcake games for sure. Smiley manages to make the catch there. Could have been risky, but defender does not cut back for the catch. Get a new set of downs. Line up a helmet on a helmet there. Bauer gets 10 yards. 1st and goal from the 9 here. This is where I really start to struggle and second guess myself. I hate red zone situations. Got a few different interesting plays we can maybe try here. Let's go for mesh post. I kind of enjoy this one. It's got some pre-snap motion, got a middle crossing route, got a post route. This is essentially a wheel route with motion for the running back. Everybody's covered. Taylor somehow makes the catch there. My goodness. That should probably not have happened. 2nd and goal from the 3. Mixing a run here. Try to go north-south. They're really crowding the line, though. And wow, everybody gets a tackle there on 2nd down. Loss of 2. Got 5 yards to go. What's a good play? I did already do a crosser earlier, but maybe we could try a different variant. 8 shallow cross. Y shallow cross. Let's do X shallow cross. I really enjoy that play. May your butthole clench. Thank you. I'll take that as a compliment. Ooh, and we take a bad sack. Unfortunate. Could have been something there, but looks like we're gonna have to settle for a field goal. No worries. Still ate up a fair bit of time there. Wind is definitely against us on this kick, but it is pretty short. Should be able to get that. Ooh, and a doink. Oh man, I doink it. Wow, that was bad. But yeah, like I said, that wind is killer. It was like 12 miles an hour, just in the wrong direction for us. But it's cool. We're still 0-0. Maybe I'll go for it next time. Last game, we made a field goal to open the game. I thought the kicker was in pretty good standing, but I think we just didn't quite line it up properly there. 2nd and 1. I really like to test the defense downfield in this situation, as long as we don't turn the ball over. Worst case is we just have to go 3rd and short. Atkins doesn't see anybody, peels out, can't get any yards on the keeper. I'm just gonna sneak ahead here. Do you lower trajectory on the short kicks? I don't know. I just think I didn't quite line it up. I didn't line it up horizontally the way I should have, with accounting for the wind and the hook, I guess. I don't know. Should have been a little more to the right side, probably. I usually just simulate kicks, and I simulate defense. I'm not very practiced with kicks, but I also don't really trust the sim to do a field goal when I want them to. Sometimes they go for it in really bad spots, and that's why I try to manually kick it sometimes, not always. Just barely get the screen off there. Bauer's able to shake off a tackle there, make something out of it. He seems like he's going to be a really good back at this school. Try to plow ahead for a first down here. Nope. Once again, they work their way into the backfield for a loss. Offensive line is a little bit questionable on this team, it seems like, especially against Power 5 competition. It's kind of funny that I coached at Marshall previously, and it seemed like they had a better O-line than this Power 5 team. Oh, and I made the wrong read. I meant to hit X there, and instead I throw an easy pick to the defense. And they're going to take it all the way for a touchdown. Yikes. Not the outcome we were looking for there, to say the least. But it's cool. Nothing to really worry about. It's still early. We have just enough time to tie the game. 2 minutes to go on our own 20. Let's tie this game up. Playing a ranked team, it's going to be a challenge either way. And this team is coming off a losing season. They're only 1-star prestige. So we've got quite a bit of work ahead of us to get them up to speed here. Try another screen here, 2nd and 5. Everybody runs away, so can't get a key block there. Could have got a first down if it wasn't just for that one defender. 3rd and 4. Offense is kind of falling apart here because we're missing some aspects. The run blocking is not holding up, and I unfortunately can't get much of a QB run going either, so we're a little hampered, and we throw another pick because there's nowhere to go. Another pick 6. Ooh, that's brutal. Brutal. It's alright. I mean, this is the first season. We're going to have a little bit of struggles. These sorts of things are expected. But we could try go balls to the wall here. Maybe get downfield. Throw another interception along the way. Perry's open there. 45 seconds. Just a brutal stretch of plays on offense, though. Could have been in a totally different situation if we didn't turn the ball over. Atkins makes a pretty decent run there. 10 yards. Set up a 2nd and short. Gets out of bounds. This is sort of just my go-to hurry up, gotta get down the field play. Nothing really doing there though, and VTech picks the ball off again for the 3rd pick in this half. Brutal. Yikes. We're not being very smart here though. We're basically setting ourselves up for situations where they can capitalize, but we're lucky to only be down 2 scores. Let's reset here. Burn the first half footage. Let's just get back to a tie ball game. Second and 3. get 7 on first down with the handoff, so what can we do here to switch it up? I don't think we've run too many options yet so far in this game. I like to get quite a different types of options, plays that have pre-snap motion going, try to confuse the defense. Probably shouldn't have pitched the ball there, but it's cool, we still get close to the line to gain. 3rd and 1. The pass game is going to be pretty suspect, so try to rely maybe on the ground game a little more. Just barely enough. I didn't think he got there. 1st and 10. What can I do here? Try something a little different, maybe. Do FL cross. I usually try to run on first down, but maybe we can catch him off guard. Barry's wide open in the middle of the field, gets us a first down. Excellent. Let's mix in a quick wildcat play, why not? As long as it doesn't go for a loss, it's a success. These plays can be very risky. But I enjoy messing with the defense's head. And we get something out of it. Bauer makes him pay 7 yards on the direct snap. Really enjoy mixing those in from time to time. And we'll go back to the normal menu that I use. Second and 3, they're really crowding the line here. Uh-oh, sending some blitzes in, we lose a yard. Seems like that has happened all too much in this game. 3rd and 4. Go to the curls. I've unfortunately thrown my fair share of interceptions on this play, so it's not guaranteed to help us. Oh, and the back makes a bad drop there. He was wide open, but terrible drop. Looks like we gotta go for it here. Do X shallow cross. See if this works. Oh no! We almost had it there, but we turned the ball over on downs. It's a pretty rough start to this game. Almost midway through the 3rd quarter. And we do get the ball back pretty quickly, so no worries. Maybe we'll get some better luck next time. No blocking up front. Defender just cruises into the backfield for another loss. Yikes. These are the kind of plays that I would normally take for granted, but we're in year 1 of a rebuild, so the talent isn't going to be all there, unfortunately. I usually rely on blocking to hold up front, but VTech has given us everything. They're giving us some exotic blitzes. It's going to be a really challenging game to even tie up here. And we lose a bunch on the screen. They were ready for that too, my goodness. Well, we have to do a long pass here to have any chance of converting. And it doesn't seem very optimistic right now. They do send a blitz. Ross is open on the outside to make him pay, and he gets more than enough. 25 on the reception. We're really getting down to crunch time here, so we gotta hurry up. Atkins with 3 picks in this game. Let's try to not make it 4. Nothing really doing there. He's got a rollout. Loses 6, unfortunately. When we don't have the quarterback run game, this stuff is going to fall apart pretty fast, unfortunately. A lot of my offense is predicated on that, and it's tough to depend on when you don't have the right personnel, especially in year 1 of a job, so gotta adapt on the fly. Bauer comes down with the catch there, 3rd and 5. Gonna probably tick down into the 4th quarter here. I don't think we can get a playoff in time. Tough game against a ranked team. These sorts of things are expected in year 1 of a rebuild, but we made some pretty crucial mistakes in that 2nd quarter that basically swung the momentum for the entire game. And we gotta clean that stuff up. Definitely needs to be shored up if we're gonna have any chance of competing in this league. 4th and inches. Gotta go for it here. Run blocking's been pretty suspect though, so we're gonna audible to a slant. Square is open to make the catch. Move the chains. Gonna go back to the ground here on 1st down. Blocking holds up pretty well there, and Bauer gets 11. Like to see that. Gotta be quick here. Can't waste any time. Open on the crossing route. Only gets 4 though. What can we swap to now? Maybe a screen? They were expecting it that time, once again. Doesn't seem like those are going to work again in this game. 3rd and 11. Let's just try to get a 1st down here. Hope for a miracle. They send the house. Perry makes them pay. Feel good about that play when they're sending most of the defenders into the backfield. Pretty good chance one of them's going to be open out there, in the middle or on the outside. Atkins rolls out. Nobody really open. Takes it himself. Gets 8. Gotta have something out of this dynamic of the offense or we're screwed. Gotta have at least something from every facet. The passing game, the run game, the QB run game, option. Getting a little too predictable. Once again, they send somebody blitzing in completely unblocked. Clock's ticking, 3 minutes to go. At this point, we're basically hoping for an overtime appearance. Bauer can get just enough. Let's run it back. Bauer makes the catch again, but not enough. Still some positive yards there, but time's ticking. 2nd and goal. Try a sweep here. See some shifting on the defensive line. Blocks hold up though. Bauer gets into the end zone. Have some signs of life here in this 4th quarter, but now we have to depend on the defense. Extra point no good either, so 2-point conversion as well. 1 minute to go. We're on our own 7. This is looking very improbable. We won the first game against South Carolina with kind of a late game miracle, but hard to imagine it's going to happen against a VTech team here. Atkins rolls out, gets the first down, gets out of bounds. Takes a pretty rough hit though. We're all out of timeouts too. So any runs have to make it out of bounds. Ross can't come down with the catch. Tight coverage. We only have enough time to depend on plays that are guaranteed to get us past the line to gain here. Atkins rolls out. He's not fast enough though. Bad. Clock's running. Gotta hurry back to the line. Not much of a chance here as time is ticking away. Ross comes down with the catch. Clock stops while we move the chains. Let's hurry up. Get back to it. 27 seconds. Defense once again does not turn around and come back for the catch. It should have been an easy interception, but 18 on the play, 22 seconds. They're playing it real tight now. Lucky to be able to stop the clock there at all. I'd consider trying different plays here, but this is my go-to play when we've got to get downfield, no time left. We're wasting our time with anything that doesn't get us past the line. 14 seconds, got a first down. And the defender really should have picked the ball off there. He makes the smart play to come back for it there, but no interception. Still alive in this one, but not looking very optimistic here with just 10 seconds to go. Really have to make a big gain here. Perry cannot come down with the catch. That's killer, man. That was definitely on the receiver. It was right into his hands. Can't come down with it. And the interception seals it. I figured. I mean, this was always going to be a pretty improbable comeback, but yeah, it's tough. Sometimes they just end that way. We kept it fairly respectable, but we made some pretty bad mistakes in this game, and it's just enough to cost us pretty dearly. And so we've got the first loss. Not a huge deal. Once again, the goal here in Season 1 is to get at least 7 wins, go bowl eligible. Losing to a ranked team in conference that's undefeated, not the most shameful thing. Let's keep moving on. We're going to sim, and we got a really tough game at number 8 Boston College. This is going to be, yeah, I don't know. This could be the start of a pretty bad streak, but we'll see. Just got to reset and find a game plan that is going to work to our strengths. And honestly, at this point, what that is, I don't really know. What I know for sure is the blocking can be a little suspect up front, and the quarterback is a little too slow. Our tight ends are not the most dependable. Can make some key drops. All of these things are probably not the most surprising thing in the world, but they are things that can really throw a wrench in the progression of the offense. When we've got you know, 3 or 4 things that just aren't working, the stuff that normally does work is going to get bottled up that much quicker. So we just got to make it through this season with a winning record, and we got to get some recruits in for year 2. Those are the big key goals, and hopefully we can do that. My head coach is maxed out in recruiting, so should be able to hopefully snag some 4 and 5 stars if we're lucky. But it would help if we could win some games. Really help if we could win a game against a top 10 opponent. And I don't know, we'll take a look at BC. We're going to preview this opponent really quick. They do lose a game as well. Still sitting at 14, so this is a tough game no matter how you look at it. Their only loss is to an unranked Notre Dame. Beating up on a bunch of lowly teams. What does our schedule look like? If I can just take a moment here. Got this game against BC, and we've got 2 other ranked opponents, but each one with 2 losses. So this may be the toughest game we have left all season, and it sure would be nice if we could win. That would be a pretty big statement win. But it's going to take a pretty big effort from us. Luckily, they're a defense-first team, pretty weak on offense, all things considered. That plays into our hands pretty well, I think. If we can keep it low scoring, that means we can afford to have a little bit of wiggle room with things. But of course, as always, we gotta win time of possession, and we have to maintain possession of the ball. We cannot turn it over, cannot throw 3 picks in a single quarter, because you're not gonna win too many games when you do that. Just, that's a pretty simple truth. Take a look at Boston College's stats. Looking fairly impressive for a top 15 team. Their only real questionable weakness is the rushing defense. That's good for us. Seem to be kind of a pass-first style of team. But they are kind of weak on the roster, so I don't know. Maybe we can get this done. It is on the road. It's going to be really tough. Gonna go ahead, sim. I always sim the offense, or the defense in these games. I just am more interested in running offensive plays. The CPU generally does a pretty good job on offense and special teams, so I don't worry about it too much. Just go for the stuff that I like to do. Pretty nice block there to open the game, my goodness. Completely laid that guy out. Bauer gets 14 yards. Let's go back to it again. Another defender comes cruising into the backfield, nowhere for the back to go. Not a huge deal. What can we try here? Do FL cross. I would consider doing more screens, but the screens just continue to get blowed up after I try at least 1 or 2 of them in a game, so we got to keep it in the back pocket for a crucial situation. Do get the first down on the crossing route, so we're going to change it up. Let's do an option to the long side of the field. Bauer holds onto it, gets 4. What can we do here? Try a level switch. I like this one. It's got some pre-snap motion. It's a little crazy, but I like it. I practiced this one a couple times. Oh, kind of messed it up there. A little bit out of sync. 3rd and 6. Gotta go back to something a little more dependable. Let's try curl flats. Just enough space there, but we don't quite get the first down. Not to worry, we're definitely going to go for it in this situation. Should be able to easily sneak past, continue on offense here. Adkins gets past the line and holds on to it. Good deal. Let's do a inside zone split here. Change it up a little bit. Gotta be running up front, but I like changing up the blocking schemes from time to time. Not a huge fan of the outside runs. I usually stick to inside stuff. Let's try the fullback this time. We don't do enough fullback plays. Morgan holds on to it, but nowhere to go. Still 3rd and short. Try mesh post here. It's gonna save this one for a goal line situation, but gonna break it out here instead. Taylor holds on to it. It was a little bit of a dangerous pass, and looks like he's injured, but he comes down with a great catch. Thank you so much, young man. And now we're gonna go back to the ground. Try a HB base. Pull some offensive linemen to the right side, but doesn't really set up how I was hoping, and we lose, or well, we gain 1 yard. Lucky to not lose anything there. Gonna go to a screen here. Really having to work pretty hard on a lot of different plays here to keep possession on this drive. We do send the house though. Bowers got just enough space, gets the first, gets a whole lot more. Oh man, Bauer cruises into the end zone. 37-yard reception on the screen, works to perfection. Love to see it. That's how you want to open a game against the number 14 team. Do get the extra point. See what they can do to respond here. Nothing. Well, this is definitely the kind of situation you like to be in as a play caller, as a coach. Up 7, got the ball back, plenty of time. Just gotta play smart. Get some key blocks up front. Bauer just barely gets a first. I actually didn't think he got there, but just enough. Gonna motion option. Probably should have gone to the long side of the field, so good thing the clock ticked down so I could pick something different. We're gonna go to the other side here. Let's do this one on square. Here's a pretty interesting play that I added. I kind of enjoy this one. Pull the tight end into the backfield and then fake it. Adkins keeps it himself, gets a couple. Nothing really doing there, unfortunately. Gonna go back to the crossing route here. That's a very dependable play for me. Something I constantly find myself mixing in. Gotta find ways to manufacture offense with, especially in the pass game. 1st and 10. Try a motion option to the long side this time. Lost a player for the game, unfortunately, but at least it wasn't the quarterback. Atkins keeps it again, gets 4. Go back to the crosser again? Do I dare? Once again, a very dependable route. Finds a nice cushion in the zone. Gets 11 yards. Let's go back to the ground here. Some excellent blocks. Oh my goodness. Completely cleared it open, like parting the Red Sea. Bauer gets into the end zone. We go up 2 scores on the number 14 team in their own stadium. And no good. After the performance we had last week against Virginia Tech, this is much more encouraging, I have to say. 2 minutes to go. Can we get some more points? I believe we do get the ball to start the second half, so most optimistically we could end up 28-0 at the end of this, but we have to execute. Let's not put the cart before the horse. What can we do here? How about inside cross? Minute and a half. Time was ticking there while I was kind of idling. Nobody open, so we dump off to the running back. Gonna have to burn a timeout here. 3rd and 7. Let's try mesh post again. Smiley had a nice open pocket there, but not enough to get the first. 4th and 3. Feel kind of silly for punting here, but I think it's probably the safe play. We're up 2 scores. We don't want to give BC an easy chance to get back into this. Let's try to pin him deep. Oh, or they went for it? Or no, it was a punt. Okay. This sim system kind of glitches out sometimes, it seems like. No points, though, once again. If I was feeling really adventurous here, I'd try to drive the field, at least get a field goal, but I think the smart play is just to run this timeout. Take our 14-point lead into halftime and try to build on it in the 3rd quarter, which we should hopefully start on offense. Just padding our rushing stats at this point. Let's just let time tick on down here if BC is going to accept that. So, after totally mismanaging the 2nd quarter, in the previous game, we come away looking pretty good against the number 14 team, up 14 points. And sure enough, we are going to start on offense. Usually I try to keep it on the ground here, but why don't we try a long pass on first down? Switch it up a little bit. Completely open on the outside. Ross makes a man miss. Gets a whole lot more. Thanks to that very smart play to juke out the defender. Very well done. Let's go back to the ground here. No need to rush. What we want to do is take as much time off the clock, give BC as little opportunity to be on offense. So we don't have to have big flashy plays, we just need to be very methodical in getting downfield. Everybody's covered on the option there, nowhere to go for the quarterback. 3rd and 8. I did work wheel routes into the playbook, but I just haven't gotten enough confidence to run them and be certain I'm gonna have success. I need to practice them more. So for now, we gotta rely on crossing routes, and they make us pay for being a little too predictable. Should have maybe checked down to a different route there. Turn the ball over, give it back to BC at midfield. We're lucky to only give up 3. Still up technically 2 scores here. So not to get too nervous, but we've got to try to break the mold here a little bit. Can't get too complacent with the play calling. 10 yards there, 2nd and inches. Let's just try to plow ahead for the first down, set up something different. Got a first down there. 42 yards to go until the end zone. Or, well, no, technically not. I guess we're still on our own 42. I haven't done any Wildcat in this game. It usually ends up being kind of a waste, but let's see if we can get some positive yards with it. It's kind of fun. Like throwing the defense off kilter a little bit. Bauer's lucky to get 3 there. Better than a loss. Gonna go back to the curl play here. I usually rely on the dump off pass to the running back in this play. I just enjoy that, but unfortunately he is not very dependable. Drops it once again. 3rd and 7. Could consider maybe a medium pass play here, but let's just try this, I guess. Perry looks back, makes the catch, holds on to it. Excellent job. Gonna audible to a run. Not the right choice there. Loss of 2. Lucky we didn't lose more than that. What else can we do? Got shallow cross. Gotta make sure to check down if they're covered. Oh no, almost picked. He wasn't covered, but there was a guy standing there that I did not see. 3rd and 12. Gotta go back to the long pass. It's the only way to convert here. Perry's wide open, makes the catch, gets past the line. Really helps to have a dependable tight end like that. He made a pretty key drop in one of the previous games, but so far in this one, he's been pretty steady. Blocking holds up pretty good, but they've got some exotic safety blitzes coming in to stop us. Only 3 yards. Go back to the option here. Try to stick with options to the long side of the field. Try to give runners enough space. So I try to keep a mental note of what lateral position I am on the field. Got 9 yards there. And this third quarter is starting to come to a close. We're driving to score. Morgan gets 7 there. Could just let time tick down here, but yeah. Looks like we're not going to have enough time for a play, so no worries. Still up 2 scores on BC, driving to score again. Give us our first win against a ranked opponent here in this first season at Duke. We're already 0-1 in conference, having lost to VTech, but this kind of win is what puts your season back on track. Bauer quietly with almost 100 yards rushing. Very effective in this one. Let's go back to him here on 1st and goal. And he muscles his way into the end zone. About to go up 21-3 against number 14 BC on the road. And they answer with a touchdown and 2-point conversion of their own. They do not get the onside kick. It's time to make them burn some timeouts. Lead is 10. Touchdown, a field goal. Center really lays that guy out. What an excellent block there. That was really cool. 2nd and 1. Getting all kinds of push now. 1st down. Boston College is gonna have to start burning some timeouts. This would probably be the part where I start to really take stock of how many seconds we can take off the clock here. I try to make it count all the way down to 1, give them as little time as possible in case they do end up getting the ball back at some point. Wow, Bauer cruises right past would-be tacklers. They cut the wrong direction. He gets 4 yards. BC has to use their first timeout. Let's go back to the ground here. We got to burn some time. Even if it's a tackle behind the line. Yep, still gives them an opportunity to have to use a timeout. 3rd and 1. Once again, even if we don't get a first down here, it puts them in a situation, but moot point now, we do get the first down, and they have to use the last timeout. We still are not even at 1st and goal, so we could actually reset the downs again if we're lucky and play this correctly, giving us just enough time to squeeze the life out of this team. Got 7 yards there, setting up a 2nd and short. I'm going to let this time tick. Bauer almost up to 150 yards rushing in this game, 2 touchdowns, MVP in my opinion. Don't think that's too hard of a calculation to make. We're just going to let this time tick all the way down to 1 second. Got to use every advantage that we can get here. Oh no, fumbles the ball. Adkins makes the heads up play to pick it up off the field. Try to get back to the line of scrimmage there. My goodness, that was scary. So now we got 1:06 to go. We don't really even need a touchdown or a field goal here. What we do need is for time to keep going. So I'm going to run the ball regardless of result here. And I'm going to get us as many seconds as we can take. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And we have just enough time to kill the entire game clock. Maybe give us a chance to run the ball in for a touchdown, but for sure put this one away. Doesn't matter how much you beat a team by, only thing that counts is the W. And we should, barring any kind of crazy, ridiculous fumble rooski, we should be able to get out of this one winners. But I'm going to snap the ball one more time here. Try to get Bauer another touchdown. He can't get it though. We turn the ball over on downs, but 0-0-0. And we win by 10 against number 14 Boston College. Very exciting stuff. We still have 2 ranked teams yet to go in this season, but this is certainly what I would consider a signature win. Would have been nice if they were still 8th in the country, but I will take it. Anything we can get in this first year in the rebuild is a huge success. And even to just be in the rankings would be huge for a team like us. Next week we have Miami. This is usually a power team. They are unranked this season, but I imagine they have some pretty serious talent on the roster, so this is not going to be a gimme at all. We're going to have to give it 110% to beat this team. But guys, I'm going to take a super fast break, like fastest break you've ever seen. I'll be back in just a couple minutes, and we are going to take on the Miami Hurricanes at their stadium. So please stick around. I will be back very soon. Enjoy my friend Mr. Bear's music. He just sent me a new song for the break song, so I hope you guys enjoy that. I'll be back in just a couple minutes. What's happening, everybody? I'm back. Thanks again for sticking around, hanging out on the stream tonight. We are going to get back to this. Just took on the number 14 team in the country, and we beat them at their own place. And we got a number 25 ranking. But we're going to have to prove our worth because we're taking on the Miami Hurricanes 99 overall offense. This could be a really bad game, I'm going to be honest with you guys. A team like this can definitely make us pay for mistakes. We have to play very sound football. Not totally convinced that we can play completely mistake-free, but we got to keep the turnovers down. One turnover to absolute maximum level to even have a chance against a team like this. None of their stats are crazy. Their defense is pretty lacking, so we could definitely take advantage of that. But the talent on their roster dictates that we are just not going to be able to steamroll a team like this. We have to play completely mistake-free, very sound football. Let's see if we can do that. We lose the coin toss battle, so Miami is going to get the ball to start the second half. It's imperative that we make the most out of our early drives here, establish dominance, impose our will, dictate the terms. Bauer gets 9 to open the game. Go to the crossing route here on 2nd and 1. And we throw a costly interception. So we've already got 1 turnover on the game when I said we needed to keep it to just 1 turnover. So that's really bad. Somehow, by some crazy miracle, Miami does not get any points though. So we can just burn that to the ground, pretend it never happened. You guys didn't see it. I didn't see it. We're still just on offense here. Gonna try to drive the field, get some points. I definitely like to depend on the screenplay, but it's been pretty iffy in my time at Duke so far. A lot of these Power 5 defenses catch on pretty fast. Luckily, Bauer is able to get a pretty positive gain there, set up a 3rd and manageable situation. Just enough room for Bauer to make the catch there. If that play took any longer to develop, it would have been very disastrous. Pretty good blocking up front there, but not too many places for Morgan to go. Only gets 4 there. Second and 6, we may be able to try something here. Try something a little different. I haven't used a wheel route yet. Let's try this one. Few different options to check down to. Check down to Ernst there. He gets the first down. Let's go back to the ground here. Try to lull them to sleep. Then maybe we could set up a play action pass or something of that variety. Pretty good blocking up front once again. Bauer gets 4. Let's do PAQB read. Very dangerous pass, but Taylor is right there to make the catch. Move the chains. We cannot give this Miami defense anything for free. A team like this is going to have top-of-the-line talent. I know they're not ranked, but their roster is incredibly stacked. They're usually a top 5 program. Must have had a pretty disastrous season to be this far low, because they are very talented. And I am very nervous about this game. It was bad for us to make that early mistake, and we're hugely fortunate that nothing came from it. Can pretend it never happened. But so far, we're just methodically moving downfield. We're on their 25 now. I see a blitz incoming, so we're going to audible to a slant. Almost picked off. Thought I found a hole in the defense there, but linebacker makes a pretty good play to break up the pass. 3rd and 8. We're going to try a verts play here. Blitz possibly incoming. Was on the left side there. We got the pass off to Perry, but he makes another unfortunate drop. Do I dare try a field goal with the sim? Was gonna do it myself, but I feel kind of iffy after the last one I attempted. And the sim tries to go for it and doesn't get it. See, this is what I mean. When I want a field goal, I have to do it myself. I can never depend on this thing to make the right choice. Really should have gone for the points. Come away with nothing. Miami also does as well. So, still just kind of in gridlock here. Nothing doing. Got a 3-man front this time. Quite a lot of DBs in there. And one of them is ready to pick us off. I knew it. I knew it. So now we're at 2 turnovers. One of them goes for a touchdown. Miami's first points of the game. We're in a pretty bad spot against a team like this. Lucky to be only down a touchdown, but that was a very costly mistake. I really get myself into bad spots when I start throwing these lateral passes, side-to-side stuff. it makes it way too easy to pick off and run into the end zone. Only 4 on the first down run there. Go to the mesh post this time. Taylor open this time on the crossing route. Let's go back to the ground here. We got 2.5 minutes. Don't need to quite go balls to the wall here, but we do need to be very conscious of the time. Didn't feel good about that, so we audible to a slant. Find just a bit of a hole there in the defense to get the first down. It was very risky though. Giving us the same look on defense. I really don't like this. But we're going to try a run here. We can't pass it every time. Nowhere to go though. Time's ticking, 2 minutes. Gotta try to get downfield somehow. Find a hole in the back end of the defense. Perry is able to hold on to it this time. Not a guarantee whatsoever that that would happen. Morgan zigzags, gets some yards. When it looked like it wasn't going to go anywhere, he manages to make something out of it. It's a positive gain. Atkins going to roll out, but nowhere to go. He's really not fast enough to get away from anybody. Lucky to hold on to the ball and only lose a couple. Defense comes crashing in, but Bauer actually holds on to the pass this time. Gets the first down, 41 seconds. Oh, so close to that goal line. Atkins gonna keep it himself. Tucks and runs, stumbles ahead for 7. Gotta take our first timeout. 6 yards to go. Defense comes crashing back into the backfield. Gotta burn another timeout. Looks like this could be a passing situation here. Let's do a cross. Try not to throw a pick out on the side like I did last time. Oh man, just barely gets the pass away. Smiley gets enough for the first down. 26 seconds. First and goal from about the 1. Let's just plow ahead. Atkins holds onto the ball instead of handing it off, loses a yard. We have to burn our last timeout. Not really sure what was going on that play. A little bit of miscommunication there. Sets us up in a rough situation without a timeout. Having to rush the ball here with 22 seconds left. If we don't get it, the clock's gonna run. We gotta hurry back to the line, set up another play. Atkins though makes a very athletic play, jumps over the line and gets a touchdown. Ties up the game here late in the second quarter. Miami doesn't have enough time to do anything. They do get the ball to start the second half, though. And they stall out on offense, give it right back to us, negating any advantage they would have had. Now we just gotta play smart here. Bauer zigs and zags and gets almost a first down. 9.5 yards there. Adkins gonna roll out. Can't shake a tackler though. Loses a few yards there. 3rd and 3. Gonna go back to the mesh post here. Defender makes a nice heads up play to bat that one down. 4th and 3. Gonna see what the defense has given me. Doesn't immediately look like a blitz. Bauer gets just enough and a little bit more. That looked pretty dangerous, but he's able to make some moves, and he's a very shifty back. I appreciate his skill set. Able to juke out defenders, make them miss, make them rethink. Pitch at the last second, but nowhere for Taylor to go. Quarterback may have been able to get some more yards if he held on to it himself. 2nd and 7. Gonna try to do a zone split here. Bauer only gets a couple. Try an X shallow cross here. Quarterback's just lucky to get that one away. 4th and 5. So we're only 1 for 2 on 4th down. Can we make it 2 for 3? Bauer finds a hole in the defense, comes down with the catch. Good to see him being a little bit more dependable in the pass game. We're really going to need that. Time's ticking down in this 3rd quarter. We're methodically marching downfield. Beating Miami in the total yards battle, beating them in time of possession, I would imagine. Their offense has basically been stifled in this one, so getting a fairly good outcome, all things considered. The turnovers were very costly, but we just need to finish this out strong. Don't turn the ball over anymore. Getting some blocks up front, but Booker cannot go anywhere thanks to a pretty nice tackle from that defender, number 90. Makes a pretty good move to come off the block and cut back for a tackle. 2nd and 9. Once again, Bauer is very dependable on that route. Sets us up for a 3rd and manageable. Try to push ahead, set up a 1st and goal, get some nice blocks up front. Morgan gets a little bit of happy feet there, kind of hesitates, but he's able to get across the line. Try a strong toss here. Unfortunately, that does not catch the defense sleeping. We lose yards. Let's go for Y shallow cross. Try to set up a 3rd and short. Defense is sending blitz. We get it out to Smiley. He only gets 4. Six yards to go. Try a level switch here on 3rd and goal. Get some pre-snap motion. Six, 5, 4, 3. Barry is open. And we take the lead in the 4th quarter. 14 unanswered. But Miami does come back with a touchdown of their own, leaving us 3 minutes. Just a field goal to win this game. Miami's defensive front is very talented. Can't take anything for granted. They come off those blocks and get the tackle really easily. '95 almost gets there, just like what I was talking about, but Bauer's lucky to get as much as he did. 3rd and 3. Let's see what the defense is giving me here. Could be a blitz incoming. Let's audible to a slant. Hole in the defense there for Barry. Comes down with the catch. Crucial 1st down for us late in the game. I had a feeling this was going to be a pretty hard-fought game coming down to the wire. Got 2 minutes to go and we're at midfield. Tied up. 2 yards to go. On 1st down. Try the screen here on 2nd and 8. Defense somewhat bites. We get some pretty good blocks up there. Always good when you can get some positive yards with the screen, because those can really backfire on you. 3rd and 3, minute 24 to go. I like what I'm seeing. Morgan gets just enough there. Minute 14 to go in this game. We're on their 40. Try a long pass here on 1st down. Don't turn the ball over. At worst, we stop the clock. Perry gets a 1st down though. Adkins gonna roll out, roll out, roll out. Taylor open for the touchdown. but Miami has just enough time. We scored a little too fast here. Gotta take those opportunities when you can get them, but we give Miami the ball back with 45 seconds here. Not ideal. But it doesn't matter. They can't do anything, and we win by a touchdown. So, great. A very excellent conference win, marred by some early game mistakes that really put us behind the 8 ball, but we do win by a touchdown in regulation. We're very lucky to be able to do that, considering I was gunning for an overtime outcome most likely. So, a lot of grit shown by our team today. They didn't lose hope when things were starting to look bad. Pull ourselves together, make some huge plays, and we beat another conference opponent, one who is very tough, had a 99 overall offense, and we stifle them to only 14 points. So I'm very pleased with that, of course. Gonna move on in the ACC schedule. I'm going to take a super fast break, and then we're going to take a look ahead at the latter half of the season here. Probably going to hang out on the stream for another hour. Maybe we'll try to hit the 4-hour mark tonight. So stick around. I'll be right back. Alright, what's going on? I'm back. So we're up to number 19 now. I think I might go ahead and skip this UVA game. Oh, just kidding. Guess we can't. As my rules for Dynasty mode go, if I end up failing a game, Oh man, and I didn't save the Miami result. Jeez. Well, that's embarrassing. So now I have to sim the Miami game to get a win. Luckily we do get a win on our first try. So ignore that result. The real game was the one we just played. For sure save that now. We beat him 21-14 in the actual game. So let this sim finish up, and then we are gonna have to play Virginia. So let's just get into that. I don't know much about this team. I doubt they're as much of a challenge as Miami was. They're certainly not usually a ranked team from what I remember anyways. They're 3-4 on the season. We've got an offense advantage, but they have a defense advantage. 90 overall defense. Let's see what we can do. Hope you guys are enjoying the stream tonight. Having a good Friday night. Looks like we're gonna win the coin toss here. Always a crucial battle. Virginia drives the field but only comes away with a field goal, so that's pretty good, all things considered. Let's drive the field and try to take the lead here. Not sure who Holt is. Chris Holt? Thought we had someone different. Let's check on the injury report really fast. Okay, so Chris Holt has been hurt. I guess he's normally our starter. But he's finally back. I'm used to using someone else, but that's okay. Can always use help at running back. Defense comes cruising in, but we got some pretty good blocks on the left side to hold up the run game, get us a first down. Go for a PA wheel here. Try to catch the defense off guard a bit. Barry makes the catch. Finds a nice opening there for that. Another first down. Adkins gets the ball away just in time too. My gosh. What an excellent play. Blocks up front. Holt gets 5. Let's go to the screen pass on 2nd and 5. Defense doesn't totally bite there, but Holt gets a nice block. Manages to escape a defender in pursuit. Blocks up front. Bauer gets more than enough. It's always nice to have a dependable stable of running backs to switch between first and goal. And we get a touchdown. Easy peasy. Take the lead back from Virginia. And they punt the ball right back to us. So let's make it 14-3. Should be able to impose our will on a team like this. Showing blitz here. Audible to a slant. Barry's got a nice open hole in the defense there to make a catch. First down. Really holding that line pretty tight there. I think we're going to audible here. And dangerous pass, but Barry comes down with it. Let's hurry up, try to get another play in before halftime. This one's got some motion into it, so let's see if we can get this off. Alright. Oh no, we fumble. Lucky to come back with it. Loss of 1 on first down. Let's not do a screen here. Go for the verts action. Taylor's open in the middle of the field. Defense was all spread out there. Nice open hole in the middle of the field for a catch. Let's go back to the ground. Haven't been using enough jet sweeps here lately, so let's try this one. Nothing doing there. Oh, thought he would have been in position there to make the catch, but he kind of stutter steps a little bit, lets the defender get ahead of him to break up the pass. Second and goal. Ooh, nice block up ahead by the left guard. Helps us get 6 there. Set up 3rd and short. Just 4 yards to go here. Z shallow cross. Ernst makes the catch, but sadly is not close enough to the goal line. Only gets 1 yard. 3 yards to go. Well, we could go for it. Worst case scenario, if we go for it and don't get it, we pin Virginia pretty deep in its own end zone. Let's try this. Blocks hold up pretty well, but Holt is not strong enough to get past the line of scrimmage there. Turns it over on downs. But they get it on their own 1 yard line, so I can't complain too much. And we get a safety. Fantastic. So that went about as well as could be expected. Get the ball right back thanks to the safety. Up 6 points now. Pretty good blocks up front, especially by the left guard there. Help us get 5 yards on first down. Just under 2.5 minutes to go. Probably going to have to make some chunk plays here in the pass game to get anywhere. Get some points before halftime. Atkins going to roll out. Can't get away from the defense. Able to fumble the ball out of bounds though. Thank goodness. That could have been disastrous. So it is not a blitz. Holt comes down with the catch. Not enough for the first. Virginia takes the timeout, but it may have been a little premature there because I think we are going to sneak ahead for the first down here. Keep the chains moving. Adkins just falls ahead for a few. So we got quite a ways to go here. Probably should be trying some pass plays, but see what we can get from him on the ground here on first down. Blocks holding up. Holt gets a first down. Minute 46. Switch it up, try a pass. Perry's got just enough room to make that catch. Get another first down. Minute 36 to go. Atkins 9 for 10 passing on the day. Managing the game pretty well. Perry comes down with another good catch. Minute and a half to go now. 20 yards. Let's go back to the ground. Switch it up. Giving us a pretty good look here. Helmet on a helmet. Holt should be able to get the first down, and does. First and goal, minute 20 to go. Try a shallow cross here. Defense sends the house, and Smith jumps the pass, gets a pick. Unfortunate, but at least it did not go for a touchdown, and they're still on their side of the field. Minute 15 for them to do anything. Let's see what happens. Okay. Get the ball back. 41 seconds. Try to drive the field here. At least get a field goal of some kind. Atkins rolls out, rolls out. Not fast enough to get away. Gotta burn a timeout. Perry gets behind the defense there, makes a great catch, 32 seconds. Gonna hurry up, set up that same play again. This time we'll go on the outside. Defender tries to come back, but instead gets out of range for a tackle. Lets Ross burn him deep. 33-yard reception there. 25 seconds to go. Oh, Ball hits the receiver right in the back, but he doesn't look back for it. Stops the clock. Defense sends the house. Perry's open in the middle. Gets a first down. First and goal with 17 seconds to go. Adkins rolls out to the right. Can't get anywhere with it though. Gotta burn a timeout. Second and goal from the 7. Holt makes a catch. Doesn't get anywhere with it though. Gotta use up our last timeout now. 2 yards. Got 5 wide. And no one is open. 2 seconds to go. Gotta kick the field goal here. And he splits the uprights, puts us up 12-3 going into halftime. Really bizarre score, but you can thank that safety kind of messing things up a bit. Get the ball back to start the second half. Running about 50-50 pass and run plays so far in this game. Pretty balanced attack. Only 1 touchdown to speak of, though. Second and inches. Let's try a long pass here. Gonna roll out here. He's just gotta throw the ball away to avoid taking a loss. Gonna try to plow ahead on 3rd and inches. Keep the chains moving. Only 1 for 4 on 3rd down, unfortunately. But we do get it this time. Make it 2 for 5. Usually try to run options to the long side of the field here, but we're about in the middle, so either side is probably okay, and we're just going to hand it off up the middle. Holt gets a pretty big gain, 17 yards. Not bad. Let's keep up this momentum. Try to keep up the push in the run game. Only 1 linebacker, so we'll line up a lineman on each defender. Holt gets 7. Maybe try a long pass here. Might be a blitz incoming, so there is, but they still have guys in coverage. Sewell rolls back and makes the catch for the interception. That's 2 turnovers now for us. Virginia's only gotten 3 points so far, but they get a short field here. And they stall out, punting the ball back, thank goodness. Seems like our quarterback's good for at least 2 interceptions a game, so as long as we can just keep it at that level, can maybe have some success here. Holt goes up over 100 yards rushing now. Got Smiley out on the crossing route. He gets a first down, 11 yards. Block's holding up pretty well up there. Holt's able to get 9. Nothing too flashy, but we are dominating time of possession here. Second and short. Let's just keep going on the ground. Holt gets some pretty nice blocks up there. 12 yards this time. Averaging 7.6 yards a carry. I'd say that's pretty dependable. Really good blocks once again. Now we got Bauer in the game. Bauer shakes a tackle. Almost had open field up in front of him. Defense is lucky to get that touchdown saving tackle there. Just gonna keep going with what works here. Bauer gets another, well, almost first down. Give him 9.5 yards. And Bauer can't come down with the catch in the end zone. 3rd and inches. Seems like the running backs get a little bit of butterfingers once you get into the red zone. Not sure why that is. Holt barely gets enough. Give him a half yard. Good enough for the first down. 1st and goal from the 5. Able to get 3 there, but not enough. Still 2 yards to go until the end zone. Holt gets stopped just short there. 3rd and goal, just about an inch to go. Just try to push it in with the quarterback. And we do just that. Let's make it 19-3. Oh. The simulation opts for a 2-point conversion. We do get it, so it's 20-3. And Virginia once again kicks the ball back to us. Outside of the turnovers, they really haven't put up much resistance against us today. Do get a loss on first down. Defense had the screen pretty well covered there, so 3rd and 12 from our own 32. Pretty much can only get a first down with a long pass here, so gonna have to commit to that. They send a blitz. Defender does not cut back. Ross cuts out, makes him pay. He's got green pastures ahead of him. He gets into the end zone. What an excellent play to put an exclamation point on this win. 68 yards for a touchdown. Make it 27-3. This offense certainly is capable of some things. We just gotta keep the fundamentals solid. Can't make mistakes. I think I might just sim the rest of this one. Alright, and we win 27-11. Pretty dominating performance against a conference opponent. Taking care of business. So we move ahead in the ACC schedule. Got a few weeks left until the end of the season. Stream's getting pretty quiet tonight, so I may just go ahead and leave off here. I did want to go to the 4-hour mark, but if I leave off here, this gives us a pretty good amount of time to work in the end of the first season for next week, or whenever I stream next. If we keep up this, we might actually be able to go to the ACC Championship in year 1. But I think it might be a good idea to just sign off here and leave the rest for the next stream. If you stuck with me this long, I really appreciate that. That's really cool. I hope you enjoyed that. Got some follows tonight, got some chatters. All in all, pretty successful. And we're doing pretty great so far in this first rebuild year, all the way up to 15 in the rankings. Can't really call this much of a rebuild anymore, can we? So yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and leave it off here. Like I said, I don't know if I'll be back next Friday. Probably not, but who knows? Maybe you'll get a surprise stream out of me. Anyway, I will see you guys all again soon. I'll be back next Monday at least for some more Pokemon. Have a good weekend, and I'll see you all again soon.